crux of my venereal infection. Now, if I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract. See, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise.
I think she's Captain Knots. I think she's Captain Tying Knots. When everyone needs some knots tied, they go to him. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Allow me to partologize myself. Suppositorily speaking, my incarceration has forced, you understand, the ventilation of, shall I say, my derriere, and upon my discharge, I will ejaculate my mind to the prophylactic of the bowels of society.
Something fundamental changed in America.
Well, there's no doubt that my dear brother Barack Obama and his campaign constitute an unprecedented historical phenomena in the past and present of America. It shows the degree to which the vicious legacy of white supremacy has, in fact, been punctured in regard to perception, in regard to black faces in high places. At the same time, it's juxtaposed to tremendous social misery in chocolate cities and urban areas where a disproportionate amount of black and poor people do live. And so you get this fascinating juxtaposition of now real access, real possible access to the White House, and actually having a black man as the public face of the American empire trying to regenerate democratic possibilities within the American empire, and on the other hand, black poor and working poor, white poor and working poor, brown poor, red poor, yellow poor and working poor still suffering.
I can assure you I mean you no harm.
Who are you?
Who? Who is but the form following the function of what, and what I am is a man in a mask.
Oh, I can see that.
Of course you can. I'm not questioning your powers of observation. I'm merely remarking upon the paradox of asking a masked man who he is.
Oh, right.
But on this most auspicious of nights, permit me then, in lieu of the more commonplace sobriquet, to suggest the character of this dramatis persona. Voila! In view, a humble vaudevillian veteran, cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant, vanished. However, this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands vivified, and has vowed to vanquish these venal and virulent vermin, vanguarding vice and vouchsafing the violently vicious and voracious violation of volition. The only verdict is vengeance, a vendetta, held as a votive, not in vain, for the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous. Verily, this vichyssoise of verbiage veers most verbose, so let me simply add that it's my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me V.
And if you think we're kidding, when we say thousands of times a month, listen to what some teens are telling us. The numbers will surprise
So we
you.
all pretty much have one with us.
It's the journalism class at Oak Park High School.
I do the you are, you are.
Where they work on the school newspaper, where text messaging is on the board as a possible future story.
It is now customary to send a text message the day after your first makeout session. It establishes compassion and helps both parties feel less like a whore.
Had fun last night. Hope you're having a great Monday.
When Sarah receives the message, she is overjoyed, despite the obvious spelling errors. She then spends the next 3 hours crafting her response. It must be witty, yet intelligent, flirty, yet mysterious. It must be the greatest text message of all time. Meanwhile, Champ is getting nervous.
Why is she taking so long to respond? I don't need her. I don't need anybody. I'm pathetic. I'm a loser. F***. You all right, Champ?
Sarah is finally happy with her text and hits send.
Perfect. Goodbye, cruel world. Huh?
Champ's ego recovers, and the textual balance is restored.
Weirdo.
Over the next few days, you will begin a process of sporadic text flirting, or flirksting.
Hey, watch where you're driving, lady!
This helps raise the sexual tension to completely unnatural heights. Watch how quickly Champ takes this rather benign statement and makes it dirty.
Ugh, I hate my job.
Me too. We should quit our jobs and live on the beach in Bali.
That sounds awesome.
Then we can lay in the hot sun and rub coconut oil on each other and make love like wild animals. ...
I'd like that. ...
Well played, Champ. She has no idea that you sent those messages from the toilet. Texting while drunk is not recommended, but virtually impossible to avoid. So only do it when you're really, really drunk. Deciphering such complicated text messages can be difficult, but Sarah is an expert. She knows that when a guy texts, "Hey, what's up?" it really means, "Hey, let's have sex." Unfortunately, Sarah already had sex with her ex-boyfriend, who's a total douchebag.
Get your damn cat off of me! Hate that stupid cat.
So she replies with a standard non-committal response, which Champ quickly deciphers.
Oh, damn it!